Right, we're in. We've got one person in here. What's happening? Sorry, people. I know you don't like it when I eat, but I don't get that much of a chance to eat. So I kind of just eat when I get a chance. And when I get a chance, it's usually when I come on stream. So, but I'm done now. No more eating. What we all saying? How are we? Let's get a few of you in here first before we start going with some of the talking points, some of the questions that you lot might have. I'll shout out a few of you. Joe Trogdon, what's happening, bro? Anthony Thomas, Joseph Vinu, Ray Jaffa, King Mubs, Caleb White. What am I munching on? They were like, I don't know, some packet of sweets. Garnacho to Chelsea soon. I don't know. Yo, Joey, when I hear your stream, it make me go down on my girl. Sweet. I mean, listen. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, isn't it? So, as long as she's enjoying herself and you're enjoying yourself, then, yeah, we're all good. I'm just getting the stream link right now. Someone saying edibles, no comment. How else do you think I get through these fucking live streams? Right. I'm putting it out now. Look, we're live. So I can just live now. Right, people. I'm going to lay a few ground rules out straight away here. Yeah? We're going to do about an hour. I'm going to try and read the chat as much as I possibly can. I'm obviously going to give you guys a bit of my views on the updates, ongoing Chelsea news and whatnot. We have had a super chat come in from Joe Trogdon. He said, attending my first game at the Bridge versus Brighton. Any pubs or must-hit places for game day? Super excited American over here. Joe, big up yourself. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. I really do appreciate that. What would I say? Where would I say to go for a drink? I usually go to the Butcher's Hook. I, however, won't be at that game in particular. So, or I might be, but I might not be. So, I normally go to the Butcher's Hook, which is opposite the ground, but got loads of good pubs on the King's Road, stuff like that. For me, personally, yeah, Butcher's Hook, that's where I get my sort of most authentic match day feel. Wednesday. Does anyone else, I say still, some of you may never have, but does anyone else say Wednesday instead of Wednesday? I always seem to do it. Right, okay. Have you had shades yet? What do you mean by shades? Have I had shades? I don't know what shades you're on about, bro. This UEFA restrictions with having to sell players from the knockout stages of the Conference League is hurting us. It's hurting us big time. It's fucking doing my head in, especially, right? Especially when, like, I'm being told by very reliable sources, i.e. Josh Aveste, that this rule was brought in after the squads were submitted for the Conference League. Like, bro, you're having a fucking laugh, ain't ya? There's so many players that were in the submitted Conference League squad that just didn't play. And we could have just submitted João Felix and it'd be done now and whatever. They're trying to stifle Chelsea. It's nothing new. Us Chelsea fans, we're used to it. We're all good. Right, we're live on TikTok now as well, people. Start smashing the like button on the TikTok. The more you like it, the more it gets it out there. We've only got 10 on the TikTok at the moment. So let's get that likes up to a couple of thousand at least. Right. Haven't seen a video in a while. Sorry, you are a legend. Dan, thank you, bro. Don't say sorry. All good. Viva Garnacho. Yeah, a few Chelsea fans getting excited about Garnacho. Yeah. Unpopular opinion. Let's keep Jackson. Pedro can play multiple positions. It's not an unpopular opinion. It's not an unpopular opinion at all. I'd be happy to keep Nicholas Jackson, but with these UEFA sort of sanction rules coming and whatnot, obviously, yeah, Noni Madueke, we sold him. He was registered in the latter stages. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, we sold him. But yeah, you'd probably need an Nkunku or a Jackson to then hit that threshold for UEFA. We will sell an Nkunku or a Nicholas Jackson. I just don't know where. I just don't know where they go. Like, where do they go? You would imagine that there would just be so many suitors for a Nicholas Jackson. Like, I know rival fans like to banter him and stuff like that. Nicholas Jackson, sorry guys, is a very, very good player. Very, very good player. Worst start to a live stream I've ever seen. Laugh my arse off. Big up, Joey, lad. Why the worst start? Why? What was the start? What was the start? Joey, mate, me and my brother are going to be at the game. Any chance we see you? If so, where? We in Matthew Harding Lower. There. Yeah, I will be at the game. And I'm in the lower. What time's the documentary out today? I'm guessing you're on about true crime. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock. And it's, well, I've already given it away. It's Round Moat. It's Round Moat that we're doing next. So, yeah, that is the next one. Joey, when are you going to do another fight? Bro, I get asked this all the time. I mean, literally, last 2-3 questions are asking about fighting. I don't know. Like, I can't speak on the situation too much without speaking about confidential business. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know whether people want to see me fight again or not. You know, I got a lot of stick after the last one. So, I don't know. Joe Trogdon said, at this point, I wouldn't mind keeping Jackson, but in the left wing spot, he actually could cook there. He was never meant to be a 9. Well, yeah, I mean, we bought him in off the back of, what, 11 games? Or it might have been like 14 games of 11 goals and assists or something when he was playing through the middle as a number 9 at Villarreal. But before that, he's a left winger. In the academy days, he's a left winger. What do we need right now? Scratching my head to think here. A left winger. Yeah. Jackson's good, man. Jackson's a good player. There's always this thing about like evening peeps. Yeah. Sorry. There's always this thing about Nicholas Jackson of like his finishing ability and whatever, but trust me, link up play, good player. Would we regret selling him though? No. Because I answer this question the same all the time, right? We done a Lab Bible shoot the other day. People, start smashing the like button on the TikTok. Let's get up to 10k. I want to see it going. Yeah, we done a Lab Bible shoot the other day, and someone said, you know, who do you regret selling more, Kevin De Bruyne or Mo Salah? My answer's neither. I don't regret selling either of them because they weren't good enough at the time. I mean, De Bruyne probably was. Do you know what I mean? In that midfield. But then again, who's he getting in ahead of? Matter? Doubt it. I don't know. Lamps? SJ said, are you sticking to true crime or do you do any nostalgia videos you used to? We are actually doing non-true crime ones on the memberships. So for the memberships, we literally recorded a video for the memberships earlier. So we're doing like non-true crime ones there. We might do that Internet Melts one again. People seem to like that. So I don't know. Who do I think's in there next of Usyk? I honestly think it will probably be Tyson Fury. I actually do think that because I think that he'll vacate the WBO. I think Joseph Parker and Moses Atoma will fight for that. And then, yeah. Are you going to the Fulham game? Yep, I'm going to the Fulham game. Oh, hey, it's the guy from YouTube. Yep, it's the guy from YouTube. Seeing as it's the guy from YouTube, can you smash the like button on this stream right now if you're not already? Round Moat, great guy. Not too sure about that. Watch a documentary or the video, whatever you call it, when it comes out. Right. Sounded like you were chewing a welly boot, lol. Very endearing, though. No, I wasn't. I was chewing some sour warheads. I don't know, some sweets. Joey Knight Chelsea live stream during the day. True crime episode tonight by yourself, Bosh. Yeah. Stace, what's happening? 35 plus 5 for Garnacho. Not big fan of that. Not a big fan of it. Talking Chelsea, what's happening? Big up. Everyone follow Talking Chelsea on TikTok. Right. Okay. Let's speak about a few things. Cole Palmer not in training today. No, yesterday we were obviously briefed that he wasn't in training, but that was because he wasn't pictured. Then what we were briefed was that he did do his own sort of individual training. He was on the training ground, inside the training facilities, but not out on the pitch, right? So then you're looking at it and you're going, okay. Maybe he'll play against Fulham. Maybe he gets some minutes, something like that. Maybe he'll make the bench. I'm not sure. Then today he's not in training again. So maybe that's not the best sign that he'll get minutes against Fulham. I think he could make the bench against Fulham. Maybe get 10 minutes, something like that. But I'm going to tell you something here that sounds mad. And it could come back to really bite me in the arse if we don't go and get the 3 points against Fulham. But I kind of hope that Palmer doesn't come back for the Fulham game. Because if he comes back and gets 10 minutes, then I don't know whether the squad's already been selected by Tuchel, but he'll probably get picked in that England squad, go away, train, play, whatever, right? And he'll want to do that, but I don't really want him to do that. I want to preserve his legs a little bit more. You got to remember, we went to the Club World Cup, we won the Club World Cup, then we came back, then we had 2 friendlies in 48 hours at Stamford Bridge or whatever it was, and that is literally it. Palmer has had probably 1 holiday and a trip to fucking Carnival. And that's it. That's it. The guy's not had a rest. So I would not mind Cole Palmer to come out of the squad for the Fulham game, to miss the international break, have a little bit of a rest, still keep training, ticking over. And the good news is, now, unlike in seasons gone by when you've got hit or misses and stuff like that, we ain't got that many hit or miss players along the front line. I'm talking seasons gone by, Mudryk, hit or miss, Jackson, hit or miss, Madueke, hit or miss. Now, you look at that front line, you go, Esteval, more often than not, hit. Gittins, for the moment, jury's still out. Maybe hit and miss. Maybe jury's still out. Pedro Neto, hit. João Pedro, hit. Liam Delap, jury's still out. Who knows? I'm not going to say the likes of Nkunku or Jackson because I want them to, or I want one of them at least to be sold. But even Tyreek George. What's going on with Tyreek George? He's going Roma, isn't he? I think I heard that he was keen on Roma. Roma haven't got Champions League football. They finished 5th last year, but I think. Did I see they were top of the league? I think they've only played 1 game, to be fair. So, yeah, they probably would be top of the league. But either way, they finished about a point behind Juve last season. So, I do feel like in the Italian league, anyone can just go and win it. So, it'd be an ambitious move for Tyreek George. I think it's good. Will we miss him? Probably not. Do you know what I mean? It sounds bad, and it sounds like I'm sort of down-talking players, and I'm not. But the answer is probably not. Probably not. TikTok, we're on 5.9k likes. Can we smash this all the way up to 10k likes? Right, okay. Is this a YouTube video? Nah. I'm just doing a live stream. How's it going, mate? I met you at the football, Jack. How you doing, mate? You good? Yeah. So now let's talk about Xavi Simons. Spurs are looking to hijack the deal. Don't worry. Literally, don't worry. Don't worry. We hijack deals off Spurs, yeah? A la Willian, right? Spurs don't hijack deals off us. They have deals hijacked off them. I.e. Willian to Chelsea. I.e. Eze to Arsenal. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And I don't know. They got Kudus out there. I'm not sure. We're being told that Xavi Simons has his heart set on Chelsea. So if he has his heart set on Chelsea, I don't really think that, he's going to want to go Tottenham. Because I get it. Like, there's a lot of us Premier League watchers who will massively say, oh, Super Chat just come in from... Hold on, let me try and do this because I always want to get pronunciations right on Super Chats. From... Kunsok Sherpa, I believe. Bro, you haven't given a question. So send a question in. Where is the suit? I know, do you know what? I did think, like, when I made that thumbnail for the thing earlier, I look a lot better on the thumbnail than I do. I don't know. I agree about Palmer, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I never said it was going to be an easy game. I don't think it's going to be an easy game either. I think that Fulham are a very, very good side, and I think that they'll give us problems. So, yeah. And they might get some business done before then, I hope Fulham just take Sterling off our hands. Arsenal are better than Chelsea. You are. You're better than Chelsea at failing to win a European trophy. You are better at Chelsea than that. You're better at bottling stuff than Chelsea too. Do you know what I mean? You're better at loads of things than Chelsea, but just not football or heritage. Thoughts on our Champions League pot? What is it? People tell me who we got. I didn't think it was the Champions League draw today. I thought it was the Cup draw today. Haven't beaten us in 5 years. How many trophies you won in them 5 years, bro? How many trophies? Because obviously you just said we ain't beaten you in 5 years. So I'd just like to know, in those 5 years, how many trophies has Arsenal won in those 5 years that we haven't beaten you? Pretty hard for you to answer that, isn't it? We've had more managers per season than you've won trophies. So, no chance. Not better than Chelsea at football, but you haven't beaten us or finished above us in decades. Are you like 8 years old? I'm saying. Another super chat come in. Thank you very much, King Mubs. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Will you be live streaming for the UEFA Champions League draw tomorrow? Firstly, it depends what time it is, because I'm doing a Joey and Josh live stream tomorrow. So, another super chat come in from Milo Lewis. Big up, Milo. Do you remember there was what was it? What was that show that had someone called Milo in? Oh, I can't remember it now. But there was a show. It was like, I was kind of a little bit more towards the back end of primary school, I was also watching porn rather than cartoons by that point. But there was a show with someone called Milo in. The Arsenal brother is trolling, yeah. What are you yapping about, Freddy? Another Netflix series? Firstly, who the fuck is Freddy? Do you know? It's tweenies. That was it. That was what the show was. It's funny, like when people go, "Oh, what are you yapping about?" It's like, I'm on live, bro. Like, what do you think I'm doing? What do you think I was going to sit here and talk? I mean, sometimes I'll sit here and eat, but it is what it is. Thank you very much, by the way, for all the super chats. Milo Lewis, King Mobs, I believe that is. Kunsuk Sherpa and Joe. Oh, Trogdon it is. Trogdon. Scott, Jack, loads of you. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. If you do send a super chat in, anyone that hasn't been on the live streams before may or may not know. But basically, there's a rule with the live streams. If you send a super chat in, please always send a question, no matter whether it's non-sport related, non-football related, whatever. Because I don't feel like I'm giving you like my worth. Do you know what I mean? If you don't ask a question. And also, you can ask any question. You can ask any question. I don't mind. I'll answer anything. But it's only got to be a super chat. What weight do I fight at? I fight at 135, but I walk around at about 155, maybe 150. I don't know. Something like that. Mr. Tom said, question, how do you let go of a bad relationship that you want to stay in? Well, if you want to stay in it, then stay in it. But if it's bad, then I don't know. I need more context. Mr. Tom, explain. Get a good explanation in this comment section, and I'll be able to give you some advice. It's called a toxic relationship. That's what people are saying, yeah. So if you're in a toxic relationship, then fucking get out of it, mate, because you only bring out the worst in each other. Joey, where did you grow up? What ends are you from? I grew up in Epsom. I've lived in Epsom my whole life. So, yeah, I grew up here. Hold on. Who did? I always get well confused when I'm looking at the chat. Anyway, shout out Nepal. Shandabal. Nepal is the home country of one of the viewers in the live stream right now. Is it pronounced Nepal? Nepal? I think so. Big love from India. Big up India. How confident are we that Xavi goes through? Not confident at all. Mr. Tom, right, here we go. The woman is a narcissist, but I do love her. Talking to her is like talking to a brick wall, but her caring side is just buying things, not actual emotional caring. Get rid of her, bro. Get rid of her now. Because if you're saying, oh, she's a narcissist, like that's bad enough. But at the same time as that, if you're saying that talking to her is like talking to a brick wall, bro, where's she going to be when shit hits the fan? When you need advice? When you need, you got to pick your partner wisely. I tell all my friends this, you got to pick your partner wisely. Stace, the super chat geezer. Oh, Milo Lewis, maybe, who didn't send the question. Sorry, Milo Lewis. Let me see if I can see your actual original. I don't know. No way, I was born in Epsom Hospital. Yep, I was born in Epsom Hospital. My mum was born in Epsom Hospital. I think my dad was born in Epsom Hospital. My daughter was born in Epsom Hospital. Yeah, a lot of knights been born in that hospital. Did you know, Josh, before your YouTube days, with you from Epsom and Josh from Collier's Wood? No. I mean, I knew people from Collier's Wood, but I didn't know Josh. Me and Josh wouldn't have crossed paths, really. He was a couple of school years older than me. And we were just very, very different. Like, he was very smart and he was, like, into very, very different things to what I was into back in them days. So, I'm sure if we had gone to school together, me and Josh would have been close. But no, basically, me and Josh met through YouTube. So, yeah, that's how it happened. Come visit Miami, Joey. I would fucking love to. I am visiting the States soon, but I can't tell you too much about that just yet. Respect from Romania. Yep. I get Romanian sometimes. People say, are you Romanian? I'm like, no. Romanian. I've had Polish before quite a few times. Right. Epsom by Chesington. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Fulham prediction. I'm gonna go with. I actually think it'd be tight. I think it'd be a 2-1 Chelsea win, to be honest. Right, super chat come in. We read the super chats out straight away. Julian Alvarez over Xavi or Garnacho. He supposedly wants to move. Think that's a better move? No. Probably, probably. The problem with it is, where is he? Barcelona. They pay ridiculous wages, so I don't know what his weekly wages at the minute. Got 3. Yeah, I love them. Big up Malaysia. It's the jawline, Joey. You're mugging us all. God knows. I don't know. Not far from St. Hilliers Hospital, yeah. 5.2 million euros. That must be per year. Yeah, Alvarez is a striker, but he can play as a 10, can't he? He can play as a 10 in behind. I mean, I don't know. I would like Xavi Simons over anyone, but I'm not like pessimistic. Do you know what I mean? About Garnacho. Like, maybe I first was. Because at first I was very like, I don't know if I want this Garnacho deal to go through, man. But then again, at the same time, I don't know. Right. Watched you for the last 2 years, mate. Thank you very much, bro. You've literally watched for the whole time then, because I've only been doing this 2 years. I was literally doing personal training until... When did I stop personal training? Like 2-3 weeks before the Most Wanted fight? Yeah. Romano dropped another story of Garnacho. Bro, do you know what it is, yeah? I'd love to be able to give the TikToker some recognition, but I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who did it, who it was. But basically, I see a TikToker earlier put together, just so far this transfer window, the amount of here we goes that Fabrizio Romano has posted, and the moves have fallen through or haven't happened. So don't listen all that much to Fabrizio Romano, to be honest. I wouldn't if I was you. I'm not. It's not that I'm not keen, but I'm just not like, meh, you know. It's not gospel because Romano said it. That's what I reckon anyway. Joey, were your distant relative knights? Supposedly, I've heard, but I don't know. Is there any fights coming up that would be good for the pain game? Yeah, I mean, there's loads, isn't there? Obviously, off the top of my head, well, it depends. It depends. Obviously, if the pain game does like the Netflix stuff, because you got Canelo Crawford. That's coming up pretty soon. Tank Jake Paul will probably be on Netflix, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at this moment in time. Do you know what, right? Tank fighting Jake Paul. I wish Jake Paul was fighting Ryan Garcia. And that sounds mad because Tank beat Ryan Garcia. And obviously, you know, people rate Tank as better than Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia has a big size advantage on Tank, and therefore will be able to do, or would have been able to do, a little bit more against Jake Paul, in my opinion. I don't know. I still know for 100% certain that Tank beats Jake Paul, but it's just, haven't had a chance to watch the Kendry Pyers highlights if you're on about his latest game, but yeah. Right, we're halfway in, people. We're going to go to the hour mark. Keep getting the questions in. Joey, what's your predictions for the World Cup? Where do you think England will finish? Do you think we can win it? Yes, 100% I think we can win it. I think we're going to win it. I actually do think we're going to win it. So that's the answer. Have you stopped boxing / training? Do you know what I find really funny? And not for Procyan, I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced, or I'm hoping. Procyan. Don't take this personal. I'm not aiming this at you. But do you know what I find really funny, yeah? Every time I come on stream, all everyone asks me about, I ignore so many that come in, all everyone asks me about, especially on TikTok as well, is boxing. Oh, when are you boxing, whatever. But it's like, my last 2 fights, I've been trashed for. Do you know what I mean? Like, I lost to little Cray, a Golden Gloves winner, Open Golden Gloves, New York State Golden Gloves, New York, which has a population, a couple of times the size of Scotland. Do you know what I mean? Like, this kid was fucking good. He was good. I went in there with one arm. Do you know what I mean? Boxed him with a tear in my ulnar collateral ligament. And I still, done enough that I feel that if it was a 12-round fight, 10-round fight, even a fucking 6-round fight, I feel like I would have got him out of there. Then you go in against Andy Howson and, you don't get a stoppage. And then everyone calls you shit. But it's funny because when you log on to stuff, people are always asking about your boxing. So, I don't know. But no, I've not stopped. And I've not stopped and I've not stopped training. But am I going and sparring professionals week in, week out at the moment? Nah, man. No, I'm not. I ain't doing that. I don't need to be fucking knocking years off of my life just to wait and see. Do you know what I mean? Give me a date, give me a name, give me someone who's actually willing to get in the ring, and then we'll see. Because there's been plenty of people that have fucking turned it down, so who knows? Do I think Atone will be world champ? Yep, 100%. For Min, I don't know much about him, bro. I don't know much about him. I said this on the podcast yesterday with Josh. I don't know much about him. Like, I'll be completely honest with you, yeah? My, it's not New Year's, but like my new season resolution, was it? Resolution, I would call it, was to watch more full 90s, yeah? Because I reckon when we stopped doing the round table for the kickoff, I probably halved the amount of full 90s non-Chelsea that I watched of Premier League games. Still saw every single goal, do you know what I mean? Still watch Match of the Day, all that sort of shit. But in terms of full 90 minutes, I went from watching 3 games a week to maybe 2 games a week. And that actually is a big difference over the course of a season. So I've been trying to watch way more this season. But alongside doing that, doing the boxing stuff, training myself and stuff like that, it's very, very hard to then be going and watching Barcelona's even highlights sometimes. I ain't seen much of the kid play. Who would you get in to replace Colwell for the season? I don't know. I mean, if it's only for the season, then I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard because, like, Gahey needs to go. And there's an opportunity there for him to be snapped up. Because Palace will take money for him. I know they've sold Eze, but Roman Eze is a really good player for them. I think they have ample backup along that front line. Whether or not they'll want to have let go of what? Trevor Chalobah. Obviously, let go, he was on loan, but still. Trevor Chalobah, Mark Gahey, and then who was the other centre-back? Was it Anderson they let go of? I don't know. I can't remember. Procyan said, I apologise, it's my first time in your live. I first saw you in a boxing match. Then I got to know that you are a fellow Chelsea supporter and started following you. Thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate that. Back to Energy, who sent in the super chat. I'd like to know, who do you want? Who do you want? I know you said bring him back to Cobham. Would it be Gahey, or is there someone else that you got your eyes on? I think that there will be a lot coming on deadline day. I think the deadline day is going to be highly significant this year for Chelsea. I think that... Oh, my God. I think the deadline day is probably when we see the Garnacho deal happen, if it does happen. So, yeah. Sam has come in and said irons, and then I was about to say something, I'm about to be a bit cocky, and then he's just beat me to it and said we're going down. I don't know. It's never too late, and by Chelsea standards, never too early to sack your manager. Get rid of Potter, you might be all right. Oh dear. What did Romano say about Garnacho then? What did he say? Joey, the True Crime channel is fucking amazing. Binged all of it. Big love, mate, from your boy, Raf. Raf, nice one, bro. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Raf, do you remember there was a character in the Football Factory called Raf? Just in, Chelsea have confirmed their proposal worth 35 to 40 million for Garnacho. Garnacho only wants Chelsea, and here we go, is incoming soon. 35 to 40 mil is too much. That's too much. I mean, you ain't spending 35 to 40 mil on Garnacho and then bringing in Xavi Simons. Do you know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. I'd have been very happy with 30. So I know if you then go, well, what's the 5 difference, mate? Well, it does make a difference. True Crime Pod is fire, have to say. Raf was spot on. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate that. Watched every episode. Yes, thank you. People love the True Crime stuff. A Changpong ready to replace Colwell. Yeah, wouldn't argue with you. Wouldn't argue at all. Is your podcast on Apple? No, it's not on Apple or on Spotify. Would you ever do MMA? No, probably not. Not unless they threw an absolute bag of sand at me. And even then, I don't know. God knows. People, run up the likes on the TikTok and on the YouTube. Mark said Glyn in Epsom. Glyn, yeah. Glyn's a school in Epsom, yeah. Yeah, I went there. England to win the World Cup or Chelsea to win the Premier League, what would you prefer? You can't have both. Obvious, isn't it? Chelsea to win the Premier League. I definitely would rather Chelsea to win the Premier League. But at the same time as that, winning the World Cup would be mad. Like, do you know what I mean? It would be mad. And you can all celebrate together. But then again, it doesn't fucking change much for me because all my pals are Chelsea fans. I've literally got, all of my boys are Chelsea. And then obviously you got, obviously Brian's Newcastle. My mate Frank's Man United. My mate Melvin is Arsenal. And my mate Booney's West Ham. And that's it. Everyone else is Chelsea. So, my mate Tom's Fulham. Mark said, LMAO, I go there. What about Glyn? Yeah, I went Glyn. I wonder whether you got any teachers that I had. How many years ago did I leave high school? 15. Probably still ain't got none of the same teachers 15 years on, innit? Did I leave high school 15 years ago? Longer. I left high school at 14 or something. So, yeah. Then I went Nescott. That was shit. College. Not exactly set the world alight, Garnacho. Yeah. Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to read through a few of these. What do you think of the rumours of Chile being back in the squad? I mean, yeah, fine with it. Fine with it. It's better than being exiled. I think players can learn off Ben Chilwell. How can you not learn off a Champions League winner? Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it would be good to move him on and get him off the wage book, because he was signed under a different ownership and the wage structure is just not what it is. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones, man. Right, people. We're getting in to last 10-minute territory, right? So I think Chelsea will win the Champions League and the Premier League. Yep. I don't think we'll win both. I think we can win one, but I think we're more suited at this moment in time to go and win a cup competition. So I'll back us for a Champions League. Surely that means Hato will be back up centre back. Yeah, you would imagine so. You would imagine so. So, yeah. Hey Joey, would you recommend boxing? How does it affect your life? Would I recommend it? I'd recommend boxing training. Yeah. I'd recommend boxing training. It sounds mad because obviously I've done really well out of it and whatever, but I wouldn't recommend to anyone getting into boxing as a career, because I just kind of feel like maybe you should do it as your last resort unless you're just some sick natural talent. Do you know what I mean? But I think boxing training in general is very, very good for mental health, state of mind, mental stability, things like that. So I think that boxing as training is definitely something. How does it affect my life? Well, I mean, it affects my life in a positive way when I'm getting paid, and in a negative way elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't really enjoy it all that much anymore. But I can't, when it comes to boxing, I can be an egomaniac. I don't really like it in life. People might disagree or whatever, but I'm not really like it in life. But when it comes to boxing, I can be an egomaniac. Do you know what I mean? So as much as, yeah, I'm not in love with boxing the way I was when I was young or whatever, I'd still like to get a fucking Misfits title wrapped around my waist. But I've got no belief that it happens. So, and that's not because I don't believe I could win it. I know I could win it. Do you know what I mean? Who's the champion at the minute? Cray. Okay, I was within a round of beating him. So, it is what it is. But, I don't know. Antonio Rudiger on a loan. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That's tasty. That is tasty. Top 10 pound for pound Misfits fighters. Fucking hell. Well, if we go on, let's just go on technique, yeah, actual technique for top 10 pound for pound Misfits fighters, and the ordering's probably going to be shit. But I'm on about technique. I'm on about active, as in they actually fight. So I won't include KSI in it or Tommy Fury or anyone like that. I'd go number one. Who's the best technical fighter on Misfits? Ty Mitchell, number one. Number two's got to be a lightweight fighter. It'll either be Yuddy or Cray. Yuddy or Cray 2 and 3. Who's a better? Yuddy for me is better, I reckon. So Yuddy, number 2. Cray, number 3. Darren Till, he'd have to go in, number 4, wouldn't he? Maybe Gibb would be number 5. The fella's got an engine on him. He's one of the most improved influencer boxers. He'd be number 5. Salt Pappy number 6, maybe. King Kenny got an unreal jab. For tickets been sent, let me know when your mate gets. Oh yeah, sweet. I got tickets. Oh, I've got a little hat on now and there. King Kenny, he's got an unbelievable jab for a guy that never boxed before. Number 8, I'll go Slim. Number 9, I'll go Tempo Arts. And then making up the top 10, fuck it, anyone. Fox, there you go. It was actually easier than I thought it would be. That was actually quite good. Right, people, I am doing 10 more minutes for the last 10 minutes of this stream, as I do every single stream, I'm going to do non-sport related. So, if you want Chelsea or whatever, maybe click off now. But for the last 10 minutes, as the heating light on my camera just turns on, we're going non-sport related. Apart from the super chats, obviously, if you send a super chat and it's sport related, I'll read it out. Energy has just sent in a super chat saying Gahey for now or Scalvini from Atlanta. I've not seen him play. Bro. But yeah, last 10 minutes of the stream, we are just going to go with random shit only. So just ask anything. I'll tell you what I would like you to do. I need that fan on a sec just to hopefully cool down the camera. But I'll tell you what I would like to do. And that is, I would like you guys to decide what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight. Now, there are a few ground rules with deciding what I eat for dinner. You're obviously not going to say a dish or a cuisine that I don't eat. So, straight off the back, I don't really eat Chinese. I'm not into a Chinese takeaway. Too big and greasy for me. I like my food how I like my women. Turkish. And every single night. No, I'm joking. No, I like Mediterranean food. So, I'd like a Turkish tonight. I wouldn't mind a Thai. It's weird that I don't like Chinese, but I love a Thai. Yeah, so... Oh, here we go. Right. Now let's go with it. Okay, Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, by the way. Do you remember that film? Good Night, Mr. Tom. Goodbye, Mr. Tom. That was a great film. What's your favourite meal you like to cook? I'm going to have to be really boring, bro, and just say, like, fish and rice. I'm not a great chef, yeah? I don't cook great food. But one thing I'm great at is making shit food nice. I.e., like, weight loss meals have a bit of flavour. So I'll marinate fish and chicken and stuff like that, like days in advance. So probably just like fish and rice is actually like my best meal that I cook. I do a half decent omelette. Worst series you've ever watched? The worst series. Well, that would mean I'd have had to have like watched it all through. So what was the worst series I ever watched and I didn't like turn off from? Okay, it'll probably be like when I stopped watching a certain program. So say for example, like the last ever season I watched of Love Island would probably be the worst series I've ever watched. And I believe that was the year that they did like a winter Love Island in South Africa or something. So that's probably the worst series of anything that I've ever watched. But there have been some disappointing ones. People have said are sick, like, and I don't know. Lasagna or pizza or Nando's? Not sure. The whole pizza-y, pasta-y, bready, chicken, I don't know. It's a bit much. To be honest. I think, like, I've got a few things coming up and I need to keep myself in shape. I've been pumping the weights. I've been doing more weights than I have cardio. Beefing up. Right. Steak, Joey. A big, huge, massive steak. Medium rare, to be precise. Well, to be precise, with peppercorn sauce also. So, yeah. Wigan kebab. Never had one. Lebanese grill. Yeah, Lebanese is nice, yeah. What's the next true crime episode coming out? Ramo tomorrow, I think. Indian curry, nice. Too heavy, man. A curry's too heavy. I want something like chicken and ricey. So I might just get like special fried rice or chicken fried rice from the Thai. Squeeze a little lemon over it, something like that. How much can you bench at the gym? Well, I never did like 1 rep maxes and things like that. I only used to bench something whether I only used to bench something so long as I could get like 4 or 5 reps out of it. When I was in my proper weightlifting days, like 110 kg, including the bar, maybe. But now, I mean, I picked up 80. Was it 80? Was it 80? It was 50 at the... No, yeah, I picked up like 70 kg the other day. And after like, I don't know, like 15 reps, I was struggling to keep going. Do you know what I mean? I just max out when I lift weights. So I don't have a number in my head that I'm aiming for. I just go until my fucking arms or chest or back or whatever just burn so much that I have to stop. So you looked good on your Insta story. Thanks, bro. Nice one. Nice one. Have you watched Shameless? Of course I have. Only the UK one, though. Only the UK one. What do you think about all the spray painting white roundabouts with England flags? I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, I mean, we live in England. Why not? Why not put an England flag up? Have I watched Shameless? Yes, I've watched Shameless. Love Shameless. Shameless was sick. Shameless was good, man. I remember when that psycho woman kidnapped Paddy Maguire and hooked him on gear. It's like, oh god, yeah. Yeah, that was mad. That Instagram story, by the way, that was like, they were all like pictures and videos off of a holiday that I went on like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Everyone was thinking like I was away on holiday. I don't know why. I just randomly was looking at them last night and just thought, oh, fuck it. Will there be another Chelsea Avengers video? Yep, there will, hopefully, at some point. Sean O'Callaghan true crime case. Yeah, I've heard it, but I need to look into it more. Joey, what's your favourite boxing movie? Rocky 4 would be my favourite boxing movie. Raging Bull's good. Rice from Pepe's. No, I can't do that. Gives me the shits every time. Every time. And not even like just after I have it. For a good 24 hours after, I'm shitting like it's going out of fashion, honestly. Thing is, I like it. I like the taste of Pepe's, but yeah, man, just shitting my guts up. Thai fried rice and chicken wings. I don't like wings. Jamie H. Had my first fight last weekend. Took your advice from about a month ago and won. You're the GOAT. Much love. Jamie H. Big up, mate. Smashed it. Well done. Well done, bro. It's good, man. It's good. Off to a good start. I won my first fight. My first fight was a fucking war. It's on YouTube somewhere. I do like a watch along for it. Right, people, we're on 53 minutes. As soon as we hit that hour mark, we're coming off. Why is the worst Rocky film your favourite? No, hey, the worst Rocky film? That's Ivan Drago. It's not the worst Rocky film. It's sick. The Ivan Drago one's sick. I don't know what you're going on about. Living in America. Right. PJ, I'm not going to give all these random fucking things a shout out. This ain't Arsenal Fan TV where you get me reading out all random shit. Always tune in to the podcast with the big dog. Keep it up. And please get George and Eunice on, Joey. Yep. I've had George on. I've tried to get Eunice on. Or I've had Eunice on, I think. Have I ever done one with Jan? I'm not sure. I think I have. I don't know. I can't fucking remember. I had 2 Muay Thai fights and lost both because I threw up. Right. It was the soundboard to Rocky 4 that we all loved. Oh my god, yeah, when he gets in the car. Dun, dun, there's no easy way out. There's no shortcut. Have I seen Snowfall? No. Rocky 3 clears, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people say that. I think Mr. T does it a good job. Top 3 pints. My favourite is a Moretti. Top 3 pints. People get annoyed at me when I say this. I really like a Budweiser off the draft. So that would be number 1. Pints will always go in draft, yeah? So I'll go Budweiser off the draft. For taste, probably... Do you know what it is with Moretti and Peroni, and Madri for that matter? They just get me fucked, and they've got a little bit of a licoricey taste, and I don't like that. But I do like a Peroni, I do like a Madri, I do like all of them. But I like a Heineken, you know? I like a pint of Heineken. I spent a lot of time in Amsterdam when I was younger. I ain't been down since before the pandemic, but I was there for New Year's Eve 2020. Yeah, I was in Dam for New Year's Eve 2020, and everywhere has Heineken on draft in Amsterdam. It's like their draft beer that they get. Are you going to the Fulham game Saturday? What stand are you going? I'm in the Matthew Yard in Upper. I am going, yeah, I'm in the Matthew Yard in Lower. You done a video of Jan. It was sick. Oh, thank you, bro. Any holiday plans for this year? If so, what locations are you thinking? Mr. Tom, you get the last part of the stream. Good questions. Holidays for the next year. Well, I'm not going to do it up until like the end of this year. I'm going to include a 12-month span because some people may or may not know that I've got a baby on the way. Like any second now. So that kind of derails holiday plans. I've got something booked coming up that I can't tell anyone about, and it's big. That's a work event. Then apart from that, I don't know, man. I'd like to get over to Tenerife later on in the year, maybe around Christmas time, something like that. Congratulations, thank you, people. Appreciate that. Signed a baby to a 25-year contract, yeah. So. Yeah, so holiday plans, yeah. I'd love nothing more than to go back to Thailand. That's what I would love to do, is go back to Thailand, but it doesn't look too likely anytime soon with kids and stuff, because I don't want to be away from my kids for long. And obviously, you know, when you go to these places, you need to be going for fucking minimum 2-3 weeks. Purple Aki. I don't know who Purple Aki is. Who is that? Who is it? Let me Google it. Because everyone keeps saying that they've passed away. He's a Liverpool bodybuilder. Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, the guy from the memes and that. Oh. Well, I don't really know him well enough to comment. But yeah, man. R.I.P. I don't actually know what he's from. Right. People, you got a minute, basically. Last minute. Joey, first, got to say that yours and Josh's podcast is getting better and better. Thank you very much, bro. Can't stop watching the Triumph Crew vids. Second, have you heard about a boxer called Sabrel Matias? He might fight Dalton Smith. No, I've not heard of him. No, I haven't. But I will have once he fights Dalton Smith. I want Dalton Smith to get it on with Adam Azim, man. I don't know how Shalom's going to be able to keep hold of any of his fighters, to be completely honest with you. Have you been to Edinburgh, Joey? The first major city I visited in the UK. Beautiful city. No, I've actually had death threats on TikTok from, is it Edinburgh or Glasgow or somewhere? Because we done a true crime case in Scotland. Luke Mitchell basically got done for the you know what of his girlfriend, and I believed that it was her brother that done it, so I said it on a video, and then off the back of it, I just got loads of people messaging me like, "Oh, you can never come to Scotland, you can never do this." Listen, I go wherever the fuck I want, alright? I don't care about all that shit. Thailand. Would you rather your kids box or play football? 100%, man. 100%. I don't want either of my kids to box. But my little girl, I'd let her box just to learn it, to learn how to throw hands for self-defense and whatnot. Good to have. But my little boy, nah. Mr. Tom, hold up. Is there any update on the Jay Slater case regarding the friends involved that didn't turn up to the hearing? No update, as far as I know. I mean, the ones that didn't turn up to the hearing, I think, was what Brad turned up, and then what Brandon and Lucy didn't. Well, I mean, Lucy works in Sugar Reef in Veronica's in Tenerife, so he lives out there. The other fella, so fuck knows. That's another one I've had people message like, oh, are you sure you go Tenerife all the time covering that? It's like, bro, I didn't get to where I've got to in life fucking not speaking my mind on things, do you know what I mean? And if one day someone wants to pull me up and I have to deal with the repercussions, go ahead and do it, mate. Go ahead and do it. Shaggy McShagster. Shaggy was great. Whatever happened to Shaggy? Life was one big party when you're still young, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? Been a nation, wanna show the nation my appreciation. Girl, you're my angel. Right, up the Chelsea, up Joey Knight podcast. Thank you very much, bro. Big up Joey, go anywhere in the world without fear. No, I've often got fear, but, you know, fear's good. Fear can be very good. Favourites of the World Cup, England, I would say. Joey, why are we live? Well, we're not for any longer. I'm literally about to come off here now. So, I'm waiting. I'm seeing if one or two more interesting ones come in. But if not, I think I'll call it a day there. A44 said, flopped my A-levels, mate. Don't worry about it. I never got no A-levels. I done all right. Don't worry about it, honestly. Like, everyone I know that done A-levels doesn't now do a job that involves what they did to do at their A-levels. And everyone I know that went to uni doesn't do what they studied at uni. Josh went to uni. He studied English literature and language or something like that. So, yeah, it's one of them, innit? Don't worry about it. How many kids do you have, Joey? Hundreds around the world. No, I've got one and one on the way. Can we talk about Xavi Simons? We spoke about Xavi Simons in detail, bro. I don't think that the Xavi Simons deal is going to happen, if you had to ask me my gut feeling. If you could fight anyone, who would you pick? Doesn't have to be a boxer. Even though I just couldn't give a fuck about him no more, it'd still be Dean the Great. Because I just don't like the fact that he's a liar and lied about turning down the fight with me. Like, one thing I don't do is I don't lie. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that he's gone on camera and lied about turning down to fight me on the Qatar card last year on Misfits, that pisses me off, because I know he had the offer and I know he turned it down, and I know he accepted to fight Fox instead of me, but Fox's team couldn't make that happen. And I've put that out there before. Do you know what I mean? And if someone, even if someone asked Fox, he'd say that. Now listen, Fox would smash Dean up. Fox are beat Dean. So I'm not saying like that, but I think logistically they just couldn't make it happen. But yeah, my name was given to him and he turned it down. So I'd say him. But him, Argentinian King, Yadi, Cray Cray, any of them. Any of the top ones. That's who I want. I want the good ones. You leaving already? I just got here, mate. Been busy with work all day. Jamal Lee. Hasta la vista, baby. When you fighting again, bro? No time soon. Sol Gordon got a hat trick. Yesterday for under 18s, mate. Mention mates with him. Mentioning your next vid. I might. Probably won't, to be honest. Like, it's the under 18s, isn't it? I'll start seeing more. I'm not just gonna talk about someone that I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we get this sometimes of players that are linked to transfers and stuff like that. And it will be like, oh, they'll say about someone, and all of a sudden, what everyone does, go onto SofaScore, go onto LiveScore, go onto everything, do all your research, transfer mark. I just admit it. I don't know him. I don't know him. I didn't know the kid from the under 18s. You know what I mean? So, was what it was. Lopez or Xavi. I'll go Xavi Simmons. Yeah, it's just one of them, man. Right, people. I've gone on for an extra 10, 20 minutes, something like that. So, I'm going to have to cut it off, man. Would I do more live streams, you think? For the actual games, yeah, I'd like to be doing them. Are you a WWE fan, Joey? Yes, I used to be. I'm not anymore. I don't watch it no more, but I used to watch it. And my favourite wrestler, well, my two favourites was Shawn Michaels, HBK, and Jeff Hardy. They were my two favourite wrestlers. But some people say that I look like, is it John Cena? No, not John Cena. Randy Orton. Some people say I look like. So, yeah. Terminator or Predator? I've never watched either. I used to watch To Catch a Predator. That was fucking funny. Yeah. Right, people, listen. I'm going to love you and leave you. I will see you all in tomorrow's video. I'll be dropping the Fulham preview tomorrow. And then I'll try and get the match review up on the Sunday morning, to be honest, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it up on the Saturday because I'm going to the game and I'm going to be out on the piss. So I'll probably... Sean Garrity, how you doing, bro? I know you're always in the live streams. We were in a lot of them. Always remember certain names. Yeah. Right, people. I'll see